Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this video. My name is David. My last name is Shiva Das, which is not my given name. It's a name that was given to me by one of my teachers several years ago. So I use that name now, David Shiva Das. This is my meditation space. Where I practice yoga. I am a yoga practitioner and a yoga teacher. I've been a yoga teacher for about 20 years and I've practiced yoga for about 30 years. Today is New Year's Day, 2024. So in this video I thought I would speak a little bit about who I am, and then I'll talk a little bit about why I'm doing this video and these videos that will follow. I'm 64 years old. I'm going to be 65 years old in July of this year, coming up in about 6 months. As a young man, I grew up in Detroit. I grew up in Catholic schools. Graduated high school, went out into the work world, and worked for, 30 some years or so until I retired from my job in 2016, at the beginning of 2016. And this was due to a stroke that I had, my second stroke. The first stroke I had was in 2005, in December 2005. And I recovered from it fine. And in 2016, I had another stroke early in the year in January. And I recovered from that pretty much. I was able to communicate. I did lose some motor skills. Fine motor skills. But I decided to retire from my full-time job. I wasn't retirement age, but I felt like I just had to give it up. I was tired of working in an office all day. I've done that for 30 years. I was tired of the competitive nature of the work that I did and so forth. So I left my job at the time. My wife and I ran a small yoga studio, so we did have a little bit of income. It was never a big money maker for us, but I had enough to get by on. And I also had some money saved up. In a couple of years ago, when I turned 62, I decided to take my Social Security retirement. So I'm living on that now, and also teaching some yoga classes at a fitness center, which helps to supplement my income. So that's where I'm at. And I've also do have some health issues. I have some kidney function issues, some liver issues, and of course cardiac issues. So I do keep in close contact with my doctors. I'm on some heart medication and so forth. Many days I don't feel that great. Some days I feel better than others, but up until now I've still been able to get around and go camping and things like that. So I suppose that's a good thing, and I can still communicate and think clearly and so forth. I have always been a guitar player and a musician ever since I turned 18. When I first got out of high school, the first thing I did is went out and bought myself an electric guitar and learned to play it. I played in some bands in the early 80s and so forth. But you can learn more about my musical background and what I'm doing today musically by going to my other YouTube page called Shiva Das Ambient. I'll put the link to it here below. One of the reasons that I'm doing this channel is not to get subscribers or anything like that. Uh, about a year ago, I heard somebody speaking on a YouTube channel, and this particular person has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But he was talking about at one point about how he just enjoyed talking to the camera and sharing different experiences. This is a camping channel, so he does camping videos. But he said something to me that I thought was really interesting. He said that when he spoke to the camera, it was like therapy for himself. So his advice was to his followers was to simply create a YouTube channel, put a camera in front of you, and and record yourself speaking about whatever you want. And he said, just do it as therapy. Don't worry about, creating a YouTube channel that people are going to be interested in, that you're going to get, thousands and thousands of subscribers and so forth. So that really resonated with me, and I thought about it on and off for a long time, really all of last year. And one of the things that I really wanted to do this year was to do that for therapy for myself and for anybody else that might be interested in listening, or maybe I might say something that might resonate with other people that might be in the same situation. Then maybe it might be helpful, and maybe I could be useful to somebody else. My wife always said that in yoga, because she's also a yoga teacher, of course, she always said that all of the philosophy of yoga comes down to two simple things. Of all of the books and texts that have been written about yoga over the last thousands of years, she said it really boils down to be a good human being and be useful to other people. So I'm really trying to embrace that philosophy this year in 2024. I don't know what this year holds for me. I'll speak about that in another video. But whatever time I have left, I want to share my experiences, who I am, what I do from day to day, and so forth. So my commitment is to simply do one video a week, at least one video a week. Now, these videos will be about a variety of things, and they won't all be me sitting in my meditation space. I do try to get out and walk frequently every day if I can. So I might do some video while I'm walking and talking. Hopefully I will be able to camp this summer. I love to camp. I've always backpacked and tent camped in a variety of places here in Michigan primarily, but also I spent a lot of time camping on the East Coast, Maine, New York, northern New York, and so forth. We go down to Tennessee frequently and camp in the mountains down there. So I haven't been out west camping yet, but maybe that will be happening in the future. So I may be out at a location someplace doing a talk as well. So you'll see different locations. But for right now, it is the middle of winter, and hard to be outside. I'm not really a winter outdoor person, so a lot of my videos might be in here. The other thing that I did want to say is on my other channel, I will be talking about my music. So you can go to that, Shiva Das Ambient, and I am committed to doing at least one video a week on that channel as well, to share my experiences of yoga and yoga music and just music in general, playing guitar, my musical career, so to speak. I'm not a famous musician by any means. I just like to play music, and really for the same reasons, just for my own enjoyment. But I have uh, done some musical performances, even recently. Even I think the last performance that I did was this past October of 2023. So anyway, you can check out more about that on Shiva Das Ambient YouTube channel. Um, Again, if you like this type of content, if you're interested, feel free to subscribe. Again, I'm not really doing this to get subscribers or to get likes or get comments or anything like that. But if you'd like to share something about your life and struggles that you've had and your experiences, good or bad, we all have had good and bad experiences throughout our life. I'm sure that somewhere along the way I will be sharing some of my knowledge that I've gained doing yoga over the past 30 years. Anyway, thank you for listening if you are listening to this, and I will share more about my experiences in another video. Have a good day today, my friends. Blessings.